Many of us are taught confidence requires being loud, naturally talented, or entirely fearless. We believe it depends on projecting an image that never falters. This reliance on external perception creates a cycle of performance, reinforced by the visibility of social media and the fear of being judged. It produces a state of outer confidence. This performance is maintained through a continuous search for validation. We use the approval of others as a shield to hide our own fear of failure. A contradiction emerges here. The more energy you spend perfecting this external facade, the more internal anxiety you generate to keep it from cracking. Because this state depends entirely on external approval, it is brittle. When real pressure arrives, the image often evaporates instantly. Confidence fades when you repeatedly silence your own voice to appease the expectations of those around you. Constantly looking for permission from others before taking action forces you to abandon your own instincts. It is possible to look completely successful to an online audience while feeling entirely empty and terrified inside. When confidence is treated as a rigid performance, it stalls personal growth. You become too protective of the image to risk the mistakes necessary for learning. Inner confidence functions as the silent architecture of self-trust. It is the ability to stay grounded and calm when circumstances are uncertain and you don't yet have the answers. These two states handle failure differently. Performers avoid it, while grounded people use it as a learning mechanism. Performance shatters under external validation, but inner trust remains intact under pressure. Unlike performers, grounded people survive difficult emotions independently. Building this state isn't about removing fear. It is about reaching a point where your actions are no longer controlled by the risk of losing your public image. You cannot generate this state through motivation alone or by telling yourself you are capable. Confidence functions as a cumulative structure that gains stability through a steady accumulation of lived experience. Every time you endure embarrassment, try again after a failure, or stay disciplined under pressure, you generate a new data point. The brain processes these moments to confirm one reality: I am someone I can rely on. Self-trust is the byproduct of this evidence-gathering process, a history of you proving your own reliability to yourself. Transitioning to this mindset requires shifting focus away from your external image and toward 3 daily habits that gather internal evidence. First, keep small promises to yourself. Self-respect is earned by following through on small, private commitments when no one else is watching. Second, prioritize action over readiness. Stagnation often comes from waiting to feel ready. The feeling of confidence usually follows the action rather than preceding it. Third, curate the inner voice. Mistakes are part of the process, and the way you speak to yourself afterward dictates your emotional environment. Focus on steady progress. These habits redirect energy away from the exhausting task of projecting an image and into constructing a permanent internal foundation. This growth requires patience. Inner confidence is the result of quiet decisions repeated consistently over time. True power comes from leading yourself with calmness and intention, rather than trying to tightly control every external outcome. You don't need to become someone else to be powerful. Real confidence is the certainty that whatever happens, you will not abandon yourself.